Hi, I'm Wendy. Welcome to my channel. This is From the Heart Needle Art, FlossTube number 7, and it is September 19th. Welcome. Glad you're here today. Thank you for all of your comments and your likes. I appreciate that. You know, it's nice to know somebody's out there watching these. I've got a full page of notes and lots of things that I think we cover about every topic there is. So we'll just get started. I did have an email question about a week or so ago about the October mini sampler. And they had a question about stitching the pumpkin. You'll see that it is quite stripy, quite variegated, but this is just one color of thread. It is Colonial Copper from Classic Colorworks. And all I did was just start on the edges and make pumpkin stripes up and down, kind of curve the ends a little bit to make it look like it's rounded. And I think this is one of the reasons that it's hard to substitute a DMC. But if that's what you want, if that's what you have, stitch it with a DMC and then add the backstitch lines on it. And that will give you a little different look, but it'll still look good for your little cat to sit on. So I know a lot of people are stitching the mini samplers, and it's almost time to get started on the October one. So what I would suggest is if you can find an orange that you like with a lot of variegation, that's a good one to use for this. Oh, and let's see, what's next? This has been really a full busy week, past couple of weeks for me since my last video. I've got my trusty book that I keep track of everything on and helps me know what I showed and what I didn't show you last time. But since I've been on, I have a new release. This is the Grateful Quaker. And it is just fun autumn colors. Grateful, thankful, blessed. And on this one there is an alphabet included, and I added family initials on it. There are several open spaces that you can either choose to leave empty, or you can fill in with favorite family initials or whatever you'd like. But this was fun to do, and I think this is out mostly. I think most of the shops have this available, and if they don't, you can have them order it because it's through the distributor they can get that. So this is Grateful Quaker. Oh, and I stitched mine on 40 count Beach Brew from R&R, and this is a standard 5x7 frame. So it is sized that if you stitch it on 40 or 36, it will fit into a 5x7 frame. So that's that. A lot of fun. And then this next one is a new release that is ready to be shipped to shops next week. So this is like its debut. This is your first peek at the full thing. This is Rose Garden, and I love it. It was so much fun to stitch. The little rosebud border was just really, really a treat, and it didn't seem repetitive at all. It was a fun one to do. When you get a chart, I printed it out so there were 4 pages, and so the seams of all the pages end up right in that big center motif, and you can see there's a lot going on in there. So I was going back and forth between the pages. Then I thought, okay, just go print out the middle. So I just printed out the middle 3 roses motif, and it was so much easier to stitch. So when it came time to put the pattern together, I've included the big chart with all 4 pages, and then there's the center motif. So then that helps you get your placement to know where it needs to go. But it was so much easier to stitch without having to skip pages. So I think that's one of the benefits of stitching my own models, is I can find little things like that make it easier. This is stitched in NPI silks, and there's a full DMC conversion. So lots of fun on that one. And I did a little adaptation for this one too, and it has a little needle book. There's the front, and there's the back. The fun thing on this one, I highlighted the initials of my grandkids on that, and you can choose to just stitch them all solid or just whatever you'd like on that. Here's a peek at how I did the inside. So a lot of fun. This would also be fun as a drum. So that is included in the pattern. A lot of you have seen that the just cross stitch ornament issue is out, and I'll show you a peek at there it is. Here is the ornament. So when you're looking around, you'll say, hey, I've seen that before. So, joy to the world. You know, I think I stitched that one last January, so I totally forgot what I had submitted to him. So it's probably time to start designing the one for next year. And I had, since I was going to the framers to get Rose Garden done, I took a few more pieces that have just been sitting around. So I took my Teresa Kogut Seeks wool, and here it is, all framed up. I love how it turned out. This one I was down, we were on a mountain bike trip for my husband down in southern Utah, and I went into a quilt shop, yarn shop down there, and found this. They had it, you know, up on the wall. So I loved it and came home and searched and found the pattern and got it stitched up. So that's a fun one. I need to get my sampler wall updated. The next one is the Blackbird, what is it called? Tiny Trees. Yeah, Tiny Treetops. It's in the Sewing Club book. And here it is. So I like the shape of this one and the soft colors. It was a lot of fun to do. So I started this. It was my February 29th start, and I had it done before the end of March. So it must have been in between big projects, so that usually doesn't happen for me to get the stitching done that fast. So those are my FFOs, and I have a couple of whips. I think like everybody else, I'm doing Coming to America, and this is as far as I've got on it. So I don't think I'll make it by the deadline. I might make it before they actually built their houses and moved into them, but I don't think I'll make it by the time they hit Plymouth Rock. So that was a fun one. I'm stitching mine on 36 count, just the called for. And this one is so close to being finished. It's the Pineberry Lane. It is the Dime to Stitch club piece. And I think I have 3 little leaves left to stitch. So it'll be done tonight. I'll get that pushed out and get it done. You know, when I'm stitching projects that other people design, I really don't pay attention to what fabric I'm stitching on. I don't have notes in my project bag. It's just relax, let's just stitch and enjoy the process. So it's, if I don't tell you what, you know, those projects are stitched on, it's because I really don't pay attention. That's my recreational stitching. This is another whip that it's a wool applique piece. I just need to get it finished into a little pillow. Then I can post it for the Great Pumpkin Sale that people are doing. So that was kind of a fun project. And let's see what else. Oh, I have a couple new starts, and they are reproductions too. So I'll share a little peek at what I've got on this one. This is Catherine. And what is so fun about this one, there was enough information and enough dates on the piece. I was able to find her looking on Family Search. So I have information about her parents, and just a few more details that when I make the chart, I'll add that information too. So it was so fun to have, my hobbies kind of collide and be able to find her. So, and this one, these are, another fun fact about this one. There was a couple overdyed threads on this, in the brown around the vine around the border, and one of the pinks. They were variegated. So I took that as a sign. Okay, you can use your variegated. Use those overdyed threads that you love. And this is in Thread Gatherer Silken Colors, which are so fun to stitch with. And this has a smaller palette. I think there are just 8 different colors, so it's not like you have to go out and buy 20 of something. So that is that, and I'm excited to get stitched on that. I don't know when it will come out. I don't know what it's going to be for, but it's a fun one. I'm excited to work on it. And this one, I'll show you the colors I'm working on. These are NPIs, beautiful colors. I'll show you these, and then I need to get them in little floss away bags because the silk's really, it's hard on them to be out like that. So I'll show them to you, then I'll get them in their bags. And this one, you can get a good look at that. It has like 30 something motifs on it. So I figure if I can, most of them just look like they're a day or two, and get a motif done. So I'm going to try and, just plug through these, not push to, get gobs done, but at least try and get a motif, done every day or two, and then that'll be fun. So that is what I'm working on there. And let's see what's next on my notes. Oh, that's mail. I did get a real nice thank you note this week from Doreen. She had won one of the giveaways. So thank you, Doreen. That really made my day. And this is so fun. Was a mail call. My mom was here last week, and she is a fabulous knitter, and she made me socks. Look at those. I can't wait. So I haven't worn them yet. I want to show them to you before I put them on, and so it's like they're just perfect. So this is why I don't knit, because she does such a good job. So there's that, and then got a little bit of haul. I got me a new Hardwick Manor hoop. So this is just a fun little size. So I'm excited to get this. And on the other one I have wrapped the inside hoop with twill tape. And I have enough left over that we'll just see if it needs it, or just kind of play with it for a little bit. And I got some fun little stitching things. This is a little DMC needle case. It has a little hook to attach to something. So just tiny little, and that is a DMC gold John James needles. I love the gold ones. They seem to last a little bit longer. And cute little Dovo scissors. So it's always fun to get new stitching gadgets. And another thing I got, this is so fun, new NPI colors. It's just a selection of greens, and this is like blues and pinks and purples. Just kind of fill out my NPI rings so I have sources to pick from when I want to design something with them again. And this isn't cross stitch related, but it is, beautiful stuff. It's like Tilda Fabrics. This is the new Maple Farm. collection. There's 3 of them and 1 more. Aren't those gorgeous? So I'm just waiting for the right project. I've got, several Tilda books, and so I'm looking forward to finding a project with those. Oh, and one more thing. Couldn't resist. This was so cute. I thought that'd be fun on my tiered tray for October. Oh, and now we get to giveaways. The winners of the ones last time is, and I will go ahead and comment on your comments for Alice Harris. The winner is Marianne Gergen. And for the strawberry sampler, it is Barb Gunther. I hope I'm saying your names right. Names are a funny thing that I'm sure a lot of people have no idea how to say mine. It's wendypeatross is how I say it. I've been called a lot of different things. And this one, Quaker Bees, is for Sherry Eccles. And Hannah Hetherington, a copy of this chart, is for Kathy Lounsbury. Congratulations, ladies. Just be sure and email me your address, and I'll get these out to you. And then I have a couple of giveaways this time. We'll just go ahead and do 2 copies of The Grateful Quaker. So, and I want you in the comments to tell me something that you're grateful for. So grateful will be the key word for this one. And since I have the October mini sampler out, we'll go ahead and do a couple of the October. So just say pumpkin on that. So thanks for joining me this week. We've got a lot of things going on, a lot of stitching things, so many fun things going on in the cross-stitch community. It's great to be a part of that. And I will see you next time. Thanks for joining me. Bye.